So yo guys, so many of you guys are been asking, are the Squid Game real? So today in this video I'll be showing if they're real or no. So for the first picture I'll show you this one, and as you can see there are people and like the same dress, and if you don't believe it's real, let's and then this one I got it from the Chrome, and it said the inmates were punished, and these punishments were called games similar to Squid Game. And then there are also Squid Game guards and people. And also, if you go over here, what is this? How can it be this dirty? And then here, okay, this one I already showed you to. And now there's another one that I needed to show you. This one. There's all of the places like they were in Squid Game. Now let's talk about the theories. The theories are Squid Games were actually like were actually what am I saying, bro? They were actually on based on these, because this was like the story was this was the real Squid Game in 1998. People played it for money and they actually got killed. But as you saw, the guard didn't have a gun. It's because that in the 1998 they didn't have guns, so they used knife to, and they'll put them in the prison and kill them with a knife. And as for the things that people say, how are these people, they can be just edited. If you see, let me show you Squid Game 1998, and if you go to images here, they've played children's games for money and died. And again, if you go here, see, this is the real one from like the one that you guys see, and this is the one that I am telling you. And then like yeah, so even though this you can see is correct, but some of the theories are not correct. We cannot tell that it is actually correct. So yeah, and the theory, this one, we'll stay on this and talk. So yeah, and then also people said that they might just edit it. As I said, if they edited it, how are there this and all of these photos, like this one and stuff. And if you want to show you some theories, I will. Okay, so also, if you guys think like Squid Games were only killing, no, they also put them for prison. They didn't kill by normal things. They also killed by prison. They also killed by starving and stuff. So yeah, and in there it was just like that. In the real Squid Games, like this one, this was the look. This and this photo are like all of the players, and this all of the players. They had bunker beds, same like Squid Game and stuff. So yeah, the Squid Games might be true, but there is no real way to prove it, because the people in 1998 or anybody hasn't approved these were real, because they took on an island, as you can see over there and here. So yeah, so they took on an island, and the inmates were punished, and these punishments were called games. And yeah, so this is what the stadium or something, it's like that, like all the players were sits, and like without sleeping they sit over there. And yeah, if you want, look, if I just search up real Squid Game 1998, it will be a lot. Look, Squid Game was there. Everybody is making theory about this, and even look at this. As I said, look, survivors of Korean internment camp being described as real life Squid Game press for justice. If we just search this thing up, so this is not this is Korea's, yeah, and as you can see, it looks kind of like it, but in the real they didn't show it. Look, this was like it, as I showed you. Okay, so, and even let me show you. Look, wait, let me just search again. Yeah. So I'm not saying that it's fake. It might be real. Okay, it's not that all of the pictures are fake. Okay, like this one. Look, if they edited this, how did they get? Okay, that's the one. And then how is it so similar? And how are the guards there? So it's not like you can't just say, yeah. And if you just go to real Squid Game, Wiki was real. Squid Game, I'll just type Squid Game was real Wiki. Look, this will say no, but because the Google was made a lot later also. Look, this one, I said this, the one is the brother's home. Like the one that I showed you was from here, so this might have some inspiration from the brother's home. But as I said, it was of humans' right abuses, which have some point to of this. Okay, so yeah, it is real. So like in this brother's home, the photo of this brother's home. Okay, and yeah, and the brother's home, they killed people there. Also this one, I can show you a lot of people. Squid Game was based on a true story in 1986. It took place in a bunker underground in no man's land, where people were held hostage and had to complete several games to survive. The host with unhuman-like thoughts were never found. So they didn't want anybody to find it. Okay, so yeah, these are all the facts that I wanted to tell you in this video. See you later, and make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video.